Good morning, everybody. What kind of crazy world are we living in where the Los Angeles Dodgers have just shut out the Chicago Cubs in back-to-back playoff games to take a 2-1 lead in the National League Championship Series? Now, the Dodgers have thrown their two best pitchers the last 2 games, and they put zeros on the board. Clayton Kershaw, 7 innings of shutout baseball, and then Rich Hill last night, 6 innings of shutout baseball. One of the big differences, though, you've got Kenley Jansen pitching really well at the back end of the bullpen right now. That cutter looks really good. And the Dodgers are grinding out at-bats. They are just taking much better at-bats than the Chicago Cubs right now, which is really one of the great oddities of this series so far. The Cubs are the best team in baseball. There's no doubt about that. They're hitting a rough patch right now against the Dodger pitching, and good pitching will always beat good hitting if you hit your spots and you can consistently pitch to the scouting report and stay off the barrel of the bat. And right now, the Dodger pitching staff is doing that. For the Cubs, if it was one guy struggling, then you can kind of get around that. Right now, they got 3 or 4 guys in their lineup that is struggling, and that is tough to overcome, especially when it's one of your middle-of-the-order guys, or 2 of them, actually, with Anthony Rizzo going 2 for 26 and Addison Russell now 1 for 21. You throw in Jason Hayward and his 2 for 19, and right now Chicago is scuffling a little bit. I don't see any panic in Chicago tonight. I think they will lean on the veteran John Lackey. They will look for Lackey to keep them in the game, see if they can get some runs off of Julio Urias. But last night, the Dodgers looked mighty comfortable at the plate against reigning Cy Young Award winner Jake Arrieta. They also look like they're having a lot of fun. And we kind of joke about it, that the Dodgers are playing with house money. I get the feeling that they're playing the game with house money. And that is a dangerous team that you have to face when you're facing a ball club that's talented, they're loose, they're free and easy, and they feel like they have nothing to lose. Of course, you get this close, you want to win the pennant. And for Chicago, you get the feeling in watching them that they know they're supposed to win, and it's tough to play when you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. I want to see how they come out. If the Cubs ever relax in this series, it could be a rough rest of the series for the Dodgers. The Cubs have got to find a way to relax. And for the Dodgers, keep putting pressure. The old axiom that we like to say up here in Northern California with the old Chico State Wildcats, if you aren't applying pressure, you're feeling pressure. And we watched the Dodgers run the bases last night, take the extra 90s each and every time the ball's hitting the outfield, taking the extra base on balls in the dirt, stealing bases. I mean, the Dodgers are applying a ton of pressure right now on the Chicago Cubs. And the Cubs, you just get the feeling they're just waiting for someone to come up with a big hit. And there is a lot of gripping, I think, at the plate in terms of how they're approaching the game right now. It can turn in an eyelash. We know it. We've seen it. So this series is far from being over. But right now, the Dodgers look like the free and easy team. The Cubs look like the tight team. And rarely does a tight team, as talented as they are, win a series. They're going to have to get loose, and they've got the perfect guy in Joe Madden to do it. This should be great drama these final few games of the series. I think it's going to be just tremendous tonight. John Lackey, 37 years old, a savvy veteran. If you remember, he pitched Game 7 of against the San Francisco Giants in the 2002 World Series. That was 14 years ago. Julio Urias was 6 years old when that game was played. And he takes the mound for the Dodgers tonight. Enjoy the game. We will have a Game 5 preview, a Game 4 recap right here on the Bit of Baca channel on YouTube. Have a great one, everybody. Enjoy the game.